Hey, just wanted to do a quick video, get some information out. It's probably going to be censored anyways, but still, just going to get some information out. So the CIA are the craziest people on the planet, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to take over everybody's mind. So they take over your mind, they can take over your body, and they can control everything. So what they're doing is they're separating people from their families, they're separating kids from their parents, they're separating people from their friends, and everybody's going and getting killed. And then basically what you have is a bunch of people who look different, but they're the same person. I'm able to identify them through the multiple identities they use. And now the whole city's different. Everybody walks around kind of like zombies. And then they all have these voices in their head. The voices in your head, that's not God. That's a human being or AI machine trying to control you. They are not God. They have no good intentions other than to control you. That's all they want to do. And it's like an epidemic. I live in Tacoma. I don't know how bad it is everywhere else, but it's like an epidemic. There's like literally people pretending to be my family members still. They're still pretending to be my family members. They don't answer questions. We have deep fake robots. We have people getting surgery to be other people. And it's just crazy. But I just had to get out that information. I don't even know what to do anymore. I have no clue what to do. I have no clue what to do other than I don't even know. They had me in a mental institute for like almost 30 days. And then when I get out, they steal my debit card from my car. Only my debit card. They only stole my debit card. That was it. So then I had two debit cards. I had a copy. So then I can't spend money because it was compromised. And I have to get a new one. It's ridiculous. Like, on top of what's going on, like they can't even just leave me alone. They have to keep fucking with me, basically. And there's no, the CIA, we need to just get rid of the CIA altogether. And all these people affiliated with the CIA, they're crazy fucking people. All they want to do is control everything. The Quick Fix Level 2 is my album. I just saw my friend Tony, and the game just came out with a new song. That's my friend Tony is the game now. I can see this shit. I can see through the video synthesis. I can see through it. And not to mention basically they replace celebrities. Every celebrity, I mean, you name a celebrity, they have been replaced. Celine Dion, you name it. It's not the same person anymore. And so what they're doing is like they're cycling people out. Jean Aiko's one of them. I don't know how many different people pretend to be her, but they cycle out people to be celebrities. It's crazy, right? It just sounds nuts, right? And then like deep fake robots everywhere. It's weird, right? Like it's just like it's absolutely crazy, right? Like I feel like I'm the only one seeing this, because I am the only one seeing this. Everybody else just thinks it's normal, or they think, I don't know what they think, to be honest. And not to mention, like, my good friends, I have a friend named Austin Duffy. He's a girl now. His name was Isabella. And then he changed again. Now he's another girl now. And then my friend that I grew up with, his name is Robert Isaac. His name's Latasha. He was working at the mental institute that I was at. His name's Latasha. And it was Robert Isaac, my friend I grew up with. His mom used to braid my hair when I was a kid. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, right? Like, what the hell? Like, men are turning into women. And 100%, every woman that you see is a tranny. 100%. If they're not a robot, I don't know how you count the robots in humans. But if they're not a robot, then they're a tranny, and it's everybody. How does that work? How does that work? I was literally sitting in my car, and a guy walks by, and I was like, hold on, that's a girl. I could tell it was a girl. I was like, that's a girl. And he had, you know what a girl looks like. Go Google the difference between boys and girls. You can tell what I mean. And it was a girl. And then he walks by again, and it wasn't the same person. I was like, hold on, that's a boy. It was like they were twins. It's like, I don't know if, like, they're fucking with me or what, but I can see all this shit. I can see all of it. And they got like these fake, I don't know if they're real or fake or synthetic or hybrid children that are like robots. But you know, when you have like a 3-year-old 3-year-olds do not walk with perfect form. So what does that mean when you see a 3-year-old walking with perfect form? Like, that tells you they're either a robot or they have some type of implant in their head, something. I don't know. But basically what's going on is the world has gone mad. Not the world has gone mad. It's just these people who are trying to control everything have gone mad. Or they're crossing the bounds. They're crossing the bounds of what is acceptable, and they're taking over people's minds. Like, actually in our heads. Like, actually. That's actually a thing. And that's too far, you know? I'm not the only one who would agree with this. But it's way too far. Anyways, all this shit I'm saying is real. Anyone who's in denial, you have a mental health illness. They say I have a mental health illness, but I'm just the only one willing to speak the truth. Everybody else has mental illness. Because if you have to get a new identity dozens of times, there's one guy, he's done it dozens of times. If you have to get a new identity, change your face and change the way you look and get surgery and dozens of times, and you can't remember your last identity at all, and you have to be a complete front, that's a mental illness. Like, if you have to have a mental block so you can't recall the last person you were just pretending to be, then social security fraud's behind this shit too. It's just a bunch of fraud. But that's a mental illness, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to give everybody a permanent mental illness. When I was in the mental institute, I have a little sister, her name is Kenya. There was a person in there named Chanda. I can tell that was my little sister. She was a lot more overweight, and she had her ears all changed, and her face was completely different, but I knew it was my little sister. And I was trying to tell her what happened. I was trying to tell her what happened, and eventually it got to the point where she's like, "Can you stop talking, please?" Like, she didn't even want to hear it, because she didn't even, either the voices in her head were telling her that they didn't want to, which the voices in her head, they're not God, they're just people or artificial intelligence, and she didn't even want to hear it. She was like, "Can you stop talking?" after a certain point. Because I seen her and I just started crying. I was like, that's my sister. I just started crying because this is what they did to her, you know. And there's nothing that, like, she won't see the truth or won't want to believe the truth. They have permanent mental illnesses after this, and you'll never get them back. So this is why I have no friends, no family, because they changed everybody. Anyway, I just wanted to get that little piece of information out. The world has gone mad. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's not going to be good. It's bad now. It's just going to get even worse, and we'll see what happens.